Veteran, I believe, means that we, as veterans, endured something together that only us veterans can relate to. Filling sandbags, digging foxholes, sitting on a tarmac for 8 hours waiting for a bird to come pick you up. Kid standing on the side of the road doing this, saying he's hungry, and you can't emotionally distract half a second to be entertained by that because behind him is his dad standing with an AK-47 pointed at you. Yes, I get it, he's hungry. I'm sorry, I can't focus on that right now. I'm in a war zone. Being a civilian after being military for so long is tough, and it's hard to transition to cuddly, touchy-feely, sensitive people, but I thought that this was my opportunity to do something to help myself. My wife says, I'm always here for you. Well, it's not your burden to bear, so I gotta find other ways to make do, good or bad. I really feel that sewing allowed me to just completely compartmentalize and leave that stuff in the back of my mind and bury it further and further, never to be seen or heard from again. What I did not realize was when I awarded my first Quilts of Valor to a veteran whom out of his mouth came, I don't deserve this. And my response to him was, Mr. Carpenter, if you don't deserve a quilt, neither does anybody else. You didn't ride on a tank or in a Jeep or jump out of an airplane, you walked into Normandy. Walked into Normandy. So if you don't deserve this quilt, nobody else does. In that moment, I actually truly felt raw, pure emotion, because when you're giving or awarding a quilt to a veteran, they are broken and battered, the same that you are. And now you don't have to have some preconceived idea of how to form a bond. You just did it. And that's what I got hooked on. I got hooked on that feeling of awarding a quilt. Most of my quilts are patriotic related. Obviously my Iwo Jima quilt is probably my greatest achievement thus far. 12,100 pieces of 1-inch squares, which is 110 inches by 110 inches. This isn't just, one big piece of fabric that someone quilted. This battle blanket, if you will, allows someone to battle their demons or whatever they have in their own space, in their own time, when they're ready. Not when it's forced on by a counselor or when you're put on the spot by somebody else. My name is Andrew Lee, also known as the Combat Quilter. I have 20 years of service and I have completed 157 quilts.